Hey internet, how you doing? This is Rob back here again with another reaction video. Today I'm going to be looking at a little bit of Rage Against the Machine. This was totally when I was kind of middle school, high school age. So definitely all this '90s stuff really like takes me back to when I was a kid a little bit. Rage Against the Machine's a really interesting band. At the time, I thought it was really funny that it was just kind of about the rock, and I really had absolutely no idea that these guys were so political in their music. I didn't put the Rage Against the Machine part together, but it was just about the music, back in the day. But so this song "Wake Up" is extremely political. I thought I'd just for a second read some of the lyrics off of this song. Zach De La Roca, I think is his name. Very political. So let me read some of this. To the rage built up inside of me, fist in the air in the land of hypocrisy. He's got, because all these punks got bullets in their head. He talked a little bit about, they went after King when he spoke out on Vietnam. There's another, let's see, what was it? It was bomb and left upon the fascists. They murdered X, meaning Malcolm X. They have a whole bunch of, I know there was at least one where he talked about, I'm trying to find it, but he talked about one with, what is the FBI guy's name? Departments of police, the judges, the feds, networks at work, keeping people calm, et cetera, et cetera. So lots of political stuff in their songs. And another guy I like in the band a lot is Tom Morello, I think his name is the guitar player, just an absolutely killer guitar player. But this song "Wake Up" was featured on The Matrix. That's kind of what made it really, really famous. But this is off of their 7th album. I think a lot of people think that this was actually from The Matrix, but this was actually one of their songs beforehand, I believe. So let's check out this tune. You can see this is Woodstock '99. You can tell with their guitar playing, it sounds like crap. Basically, this is such a huge concert with all the sound quality. You can tell there's getting a lot of feedback, and it's really rumbly. It's not very clean, but really good riff. If you hear the original tune, it sounds really good distortion. Return the power to the have-nots, right? Really, really political speech. you could tell that, like I said, the guitar and the bass are a little bit out of tune there. And this is one thing that I keep telling you guys that I've been so fascinated about rock, is none of the people in that crowd care about that. You know, it's all about the energy and being with everybody, you know, doing the mosh pitting and all that stuff. And this is one thing that kind of sucks about all of us going to college, is that we obsess about all that kind of stuff of the being in tune and does it sound perfect, and you know, just learning, you know, more about rock and realizing that has absolutely nothing to do with why people like this is just utterly endlessly fascinating to me. Oh, it's a riff. Hoover. J. Edgar Hoover was the guy I was thinking of. It's somewhere in there. I couldn't find it, but he talks about Hoover, and his rapping is really interesting too. You don't see too many of these bands like this where you get a guy that can kind of rap over this rock stuff. It's a very cool sound, and it sounds really good. I mean, it's a lot of people have tried that to meld the country and pop guys are trying to do that, where they're trying to kind of do this combo of pop country and this kind of rock and rapping thing. I think people need to explore this a little more. We haven't had 30 of these groups like this, and I think there's something here that people could still keep exploring. But I really like his rapping. I mean, he's good at it. I'm not taking photos. This one goes up on the shutter. Set the broom in my stick him like I was Cassius. Just understepped and palm my left up on the fascist. Yeah, several better movement. And cold screams on the team. Put it to an end. Y'all better beware of retribution with my war. 2020 vision. Usable metaphors. Never that work. Keeping people calm. You know they run an X. And try to blame it on Islam. To the power to the have-nots. They blamed X and tried to blame it on Islam. Got there. That's a delay. Big right hand. That's quick. I was like, oh, you know, it's pretty funny. What was the price on his head? Price on his head. What was the price on his head? See, and that's always funny with the I think I heard it, you know, when he screams that at the end, that really adds to the song a lot. I mean, the huge crescendo that they do right there. I mean, it's funny. You would think that would be coming from the musicians, but the singer is actually pushing that right there. I think I heard a shot. I think I heard a shot. You can hear like a bridge part here. What is the drummer doing? Oh, you see that? He's moving his sticks. And and this is a thing that I really don't like that people do on the mic a lot, is they're not really clean and clear with what they're saying. So all of this little talking here, like nobody can even understand what he's saying. Like I don't understand why people do this. A lot of people get on the mic too, like in between songs, and you know, and the crowd has no idea what you just said. You know, so be very clean and clear when you're talking on the mic, because you really have to enunciate really well for it to really pop out at the audience.
How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? While we stand aside.
Go.
Wake up! Wake up!
Oh my gosh, he's going crazy.
Wake up! Wake up!
Oh, what is he doing? Making noise. Ugh.
How long? Not long! 'Cause what you reap is what you sow!
Hello. Like that's a great part of the song there, right at the end. Wake up, when he keeps screaming that. That's pretty funny. But that again, his vocals really add a lot to this song. I mean, what I like about it is the riffs and stuff, the guitar riffs. I mean, they're just, you know, Tom Morello does a fabulous job of coming up with some really like laid back, heavy bass and guitar riffs. But his "Wake Up" like adds a lot to that part. And so there you go. That's some Rage Against the Machine for you. Really cool band, and there wasn't too many like them. You know, the Chili Peppers were similar. They were both from L.A., and Chili Peppers were a little bit lighter. They were a lot more funky than these guys. These guys were much more heavy than Chili Peppers were, but they came kind of out of that same time period, same area of the world. And but Rage Against the Machine, very cool band, and I'll probably say this again on some more videos, is they ended up becoming Audioslave, I believe, with Chris Cornell. So Zach De La Rocha wasn't singing with them, and Chris Cornell took over, and that was a pretty different band. Very cool stuff there. The first Audioslave CD is very good. There's like every song on that album is good as far as I'm concerned, but pretty different from Rage. So anyway, there you go. All right, I will talk to you guys later. See ya.